Black women have always been the types to do exactly what it took to get it done. And we have been building businesses for centuries that have made millions of dollars. But somewhere along the way, we have been convinced that maybe we don't have what it takes. Maybe we will stay underfunded. Maybe we have to wait for other people's permission. And I have this series, and we're on day 25 of Deleted History, 28 Black women millionaires they wish you'd never learned about, and leaders. But we're on day 25. It's also, let me get a little commotion, Black Women Sell Live tickets launch day for those who are on the wait list. Y'all, this series is important. This series is historic. This series is epic because every single day for the last 25 days, I've been teaching you guys business strategies that Black women can use to grow their business right now. And I've been telling y'all about Black Women Sell Live. And if you're on the wait list, look in your email because we just gave you access to buy tickets. And if you want to be on the wait list, you better go ahead right now and get on it because that's the only way you can buy tickets today. Tomorrow, tickets will open to the general public, but that's if any tickets are left. Now, here's what they don't teach you about building wealth. It's not just about having money. It's not just about having money, okay? It is about creating the infrastructure that generates money. Lula Williams proved this when she built a movie theater business that served Black communities in Tulsa, Oklahoma. She created an entertainment hub that anchored Black Wall Street in Tulsa. While other people were saving their paychecks, Lula built business empires that employed entire communities. And if you're a Black woman expert who's tired of trading your time for linear income instead of building systems that multiply your income, Lula's blueprint is exactly what you need. And then I'm going to share with you the top 3 things that I think business women need right now in order to generate more money. Now, number 1, you need to go get your ticket to Black Women Sell Live. So go on ahead and go to blackwomensellavent.com. And right now, when you join the wait list, it'll actually let you buy your ticket because tickets are live. But welcome to day 25 of Deleted History. I'm Ashley Kirkwood, founder of Speak Your Way to Cash, a award-winning sales training company and a 2-time Inc. 5000 company. I have been growing this business from 0 to over $11 million in lifetime sales, and we've made multiple millions of dollars for the last 3 or 4 years in our company. Every day this month, I'm teaching you a sales strategy that you can implement that's hidden in history. Yesterday, we heard from Alice Blaché. We told about her story in filmmaking, but today's story is about is about a woman who turned her teaching income. She started as a teacher and then built theaters around the community that inevitably she had to rebuild after the Tulsa Race Massacre. She used smart diversification to keep her money right, and she teaches us a lesson that all of us can learn today. Look, you gotta get after it. You can't let people burning you down, talking about you, not supporting you, stop your money or stop your flow. One thing that my makeup artist said this morning after she did this beat, shout out to Yogi, is she was like, we're going to win because literally nothing can break us. I was like, I love that. Nothing can break us. And that is historically accurate. There is nothing that breaks Black women. This lady had all her businesses burned to the ground and she rebuilt. And we're going to get into how you can use those principles today because some of y'all may feel like everything was burned to the ground. Things didn't work out the way you planned. But let me tell you, clap it up for you because you're still here. You are still here. And what that means is that there is still time for you to go to the next level. So Lola kept her teaching job while she saved to launch her business. She understood that steady income funds your empire until business revenue replaces it. Now, first lesson from Lola, keep your day job. Keep your day job, baby. I can't tell y'all how tired I am of people coming to me and being like, oh, I just left my day job. And I'm like, great. How much money is your business doing? And they're like, oh, none, but I need more time to focus on my business. It's a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. They're lying to you. You don't need more time to focus on your business. If you don't have enough discipline to work your day job and also run your business, if that's not a violation of your employment agreement, you will not have enough discipline to work your business while doing all the things. You have more structure in your day right now than you ever will when you leave that job. Truth be told, I've had clients who have done better, made way more money when they had a job and a business, more money than clients who leave their job without having revenue because the first day you leave your job, you wake up late, because you haven't developed the discipline, and you get to your desk and you don't know what to do first, and you spend all day in Canva or doing things that don't generate revenue. That's not how it works. 80% of your time should be spent on sales activities. 20% of your time should be spent delivering the activities. And you should quickly hire someone who can deliver on your behalf so you can focus on sales activity. In 1914, Lula Williams, and it makes sense because Williams is my maiden name, Lula Williams knew this. She family. Probably my great grandmama on my daddy's side. Like, Lula knew that she was going to take the income from her job and invest it in her business. Too many entrepreneurs are confusing what their job is. It's a blessing because it gives you revenue, but it is your first investor. It is the first time where you have another source of income coming in that you can parse out and put into your business. Do not leave until your business not only replaces the revenue from your job, but also gives you enough wiggle room to hire someone else to work with you. If you do, you will be stressed. And let me tell you something else. Can I go deeper? If I can go deeper, comment deeper. Here's what y'all don't want to talk about. I never hear anyone talking about this. Oh, my work environment is toxic. Parts of entrepreneurship can be toxic too. The mental resilience that you gain from working in a tough work environment should be sold. If you can perform highly under a tough work environment, there is a 0% chance that you'll fail as an entrepreneur, because when times get tough, you already know how you operate under pressure. But if every time pressure comes, you leave, you have not developed the skill set that you need to be a successful entrepreneur, because baby, pressure gonna come. Entrepreneurship is just different pressure points at different time. It's always some level of pressure. Okay? And so you need to learn how to do that. You need to learn how to manage up. You need to learn how to work with people who are absolutely intolerable. You need to learn how to serve clients at a high level when your boss is on your nerves. You need to learn how to serve at a high level when you're on a performance improvement plan. When someone says you're not doing good, they're not always toxic. Sometimes your performance doesn't meet the standard. You need to learn how to exceed the standard, not just meet the standard. All of those are skills that make you successful. Weak employees typically become weak entrepreneurs. If we're honest, I don't know how real I could be. I feel like we could be a little spicy today. It's Black Women Sell Live Ticket launch day. But like, we have to be real about this. You're all like, you couldn't control your mental state in your job. You won't be able to control it in your business. Now, that said, I'm not advocating toxicity in the workplace. What I'm advocating is mental resilience. What I'm advocating is the skill set of learning that their toxicity doesn't have to seep into my identity. Yes, they should treat you better. Yes, report them to HR if you think you got a case and you're ready to leave the building. All of that. But at the end of the day, I worked under very tough bosses, but what it taught me was how strong I was. And I did exceptional work under those horrible bosses, not because of them, but because of me. Their ratchetness had nothing to do with my excellence. My excellence stood because my excellence is tied to my character, not how they treat me. If you can only perform well in optimal environments, then don't become an entrepreneur. It will not always be optimal. And I see that way too much. People complain all the time about their jobs. Then they come over and meet a new job. They complain all the time about their job. Like, it is like, it's you, baby. It's you. Someone can be horrible, but I can still be happy. That was also, side note, that was one of the best things I learned about being married, is like, my husband is not responsible for my happiness. Nobody is but me. When I determine I'm going to have a good day, I have a good day. External stuff can't really shake that, because I've already said I'm having a good day, okay? So anyways, the Williams Building also housed retail offices for Black professionals and their residents. So she opened Dreamland Theaters with the money from her job. Then they created a theater circuit that spread revenue across multiple markets. Their building also housed retail offices, Black professionals, and their residences. When the 1921 Tulsa Race Massacre destroyed her Tulsa properties and insurance companies refused her claims, meaning she didn't get no money. She didn't get no money when they burned down her businesses. She rebuilt using profits from her other movie theaters that she opened in different locations. This, my friends, is called diversification. If all of your money comes from one offer, in the beginning, that makes perfect sense. But how are you taking the proceeds and reinvesting it into other vehicles so that you can keep growing and keep building your business? A new Dreamland reopened in 1922. Let's do the math on this. Let's do the math on this. Let's do Sister Williams' math. 1921, Tulsa Race Massacre. 1922, New Business reopens. Here's what I want y'all to understand, and this is something I will never forget that T.D. Jakes said at the first Woman Evolve event that I ever went to. Before it was in stadiums and all of that, it was in this church, and it was like a couple thousand of us there. And T.D. Jakes said, the number one thing women need to do in order to achieve all that God has put on the inside of them is this: recover faster. Somebody put faster in the comments. Recover faster. Very simple. Recover faster. And that stuck with me. That stuck with me so much, you guys, because life happens. You get diagnoses you don't agree with. You get breakups you didn't see coming. Some of you have been divorced. Some of you are remarried. Some of you have kids that are giving you all kinds of grief. Some of you have jobs that are stressing you out, businesses that are not doing what they're supposed to do. The number one thing you can do is recover faster. I let myself feel what I'm going to feel, but then I think about what's the plan. When you have a plan, it is easier to go to the next level because with a plan, now I know what to do. With a plan, now I can regulate my nervous system. What most people do is they sit in the problem too long and they never get to the planning. You've got to train your brain that everything that happens to me, nothing happens to me, everything happens for me no matter what. Nothing happens to me, everything happens for me no matter what. And there are times when I can't see how it's happening for me, where I can't see how it's going to bless me. But it doesn't matter because I believe that everything happens for me. Nothing happens to me no matter what. Survivor of sexual assault here. Survivor of all kind of racism here. I've been called with the hard ER by some white folks who didn't mean me well. I've been there. I've been the only one. I've done all those things. I've been cheated on before Chris. Never with Chris, but before Chris. I've had bad relationships, dated people who didn't deserve me. All of that stuff happened. Got in fights, got jumped by a group of girls that were jealous. I've been when I tell, there's things that have happened that you would be like, I can't believe that. Had my liberty taken from me. So many things, betrayed by friends, backbiting, backsliding, all the things. My makeup artist was telling me all the stuff she's been through and how she overcame. There is a mental difference between people who go through and recover faster and people who don't. And I'm not saying everybody has to. I don't really care if you want to live soft, emotional life for your whole life. That's on you. But if you want to be an entrepreneur, I would be remiss if I did not tell you that emotional resilience is the number one sign of whether you're going to win or lose. People who give up easy, who don't honor their commitment, who always got an excuse, they lose long term. I'd always short them. Actually, I heard something from Cody Sanchez, and it radically changed how I look at relationships and how I look at people. She said, someone asked her, I don't remember who, but she said someone asked her to write a list of all your friends. And she said, write a list. If your friends were stock, which one would you invest in, assuming it will go up? And which one would you short, assuming they would go down? I said, dang. Did y'all catch that? If y'all caught it, drop a yes in the comments. She said, line up all your friends on a sheet of paper. Assuming they were stock, which one would you invest in, assuming they'll go up in the future? They are a safe bet. You would put all your money on them that whatever they do in the next 10 years, they're going to be growing. And then which one would you short, guaranteeing they would go down? Baby, that thing, woo! The way that thing touched me, I said, oh my God. And do you know the first thing that I thought about when evaluating friendships and evaluating people in my life? It was how they think. It had nothing to do with how much money they have now. Success, money, that stuff is fleeting. People be up and down all the time. But over a long window of time, the people who I know are going to win are the people who don't quit. The people who aren't afraid of failing publicly, the people who aren't afraid of making it happen, they win regardless. They win regardless. And I love Lula Williams' story because not only were her theaters were more than entertainment. They were cultural hubs providing jobs and community spaces. She built infrastructure that served her people while generating sustainable income. Her approach showed economic resilience, diversified revenue, and community-focused businesses. It wasn't fair that after the Tulsa massacre, the insurance companies didn't did not give her money. You know she was paying her policy. It wasn't fair that they denied her. But here's her framework that we can take today. Number one, fund. Use stable income to build your business. That's number one. Somebody drop fund in the comments. Stop leaving your job when you have not yet made money in your business. I don't care what the gurus say. It's not wise. Particularly because most people's emotional state is tied to their security. There are very few people who are built to divorce their emotional state from their economic stability. When I was broke, let's be clear, because I was, when me and Chris first got married, we lived on 38th in California, 10 blocks from the prison, $550 a month apartment. We qualified for food stamps, all the things. I took the same bus home as people who were getting out the, what they call it, the pokey, the slammer, the jail. When we did not have money, we didn't go on a honeymoon. We didn't have a wedding. We didn't do any of that. We put our first honeymoon on a payment plan. We waited 12 months to go on a Carnival cruise. You couldn't tell us we wasn't rich. 12 months. We paid like $150 a month to save up enough to go to that cruise. But I remember looking out the window and seeing like our neighbors tase her boyfriend. They were arguing and stuff, smoking outside, all the things. This is like 38th in California. I think Brighton Park is the name of the neighborhood. Southwest side of Chicago. I'm not a Chicago girly though. I grew up in the suburbs. I grew up very well to do. I'm not even gonna hold you. So moving over there, it was wild to me. But I remember looking out that window, not having no money in my account, constantly dealing with overdraft fees, asking Chris to let me transfer $10 from his account to my account. So me and my husband, we have joint accounts. We don't have any of those issues. People be like, how you deal with making this? Do you tell him about? First off, we own everything together because we're married. We built everything together. I married Chris before I was a lawyer. And third of all, I have zero money issues with my husband. Zero. I do not care. There is no I make more, we make everything together. Everything is ours. I just don't have those issues. So we've always had joint accounts even when we were broke. So, and he always had more money than me. So I would transfer like $10 in so my account wouldn't be overdrawn and all that stuff. And I looked out the window and I was like, oh, this is going to be such a good story one day because when we're rich, we're going to be able to tell this story. And this is good for me because I didn't grow up in the hood and now I get to experience it and this is good. So I'll be able to be more relatable, have more empathy. This is going to be great. The story I told myself was this will be a story one day when I'm rich. I did not say, oh, I'm so sad I'm living here. It's so dangerous. I'm never going to get out of here. This is so bad. The self-talk determines your net worth long term. Your self-talk determines your net worth long term. I was never worried about being broke forever. I know that was never my identity. If it was like a little period of life. It was a little state. It was a little state. Like my mama didn't even want to drop me off. She was like, I don't even feel comfortable with you living over here. Anyway, step 2 was hub. Create businesses that become community gathering places. Her businesses built community. If you're selling a business right now, the thing that is going to make you recession proof is that you have a community element to your business. Yesterday, I heard a woman say, it was some live video she did. She was like, I don't like community. I don't like it. People expect all this stuff. They want you to be their mom, blah, 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 blah. Not everyone can do it, but if you can do it, do it. The truth of the matter is all of our businesses have thrived and grown year over year because people aren't just buying a course. People aren't just coming to an event with Black Women Sell Live. They are joining a community of Black women experts who are going to help them go to the next level. We attract the highest caliber experts in the world. There is no other event that attracts our caliber of women, period. Our last event had like 3 mayors there, all types. Like it was bananas. An Olympian was there. We have an Olympian in our mastermind. You don't get this level, this caliber of women anywhere else. We have the highest caliber of Black women experts. Quote me on that. I don't care. It's the truth. So we have a high caliber group of women. Not everyone wants to go to an event where you're going to be around, you don't know if you're going to be around the same caliber. But if you want to be around a high caliber of women that aren't afraid to invest in their business, that aren't afraid to go to the next level, that are still planning to dominate right now, even with the president being the president, you need to come to Black Women Sell Live. Step 3, scale. Replicate success amongst multiple markets. I guarantee you this sister looked at her numbers. Lula built a theater circuit, not just one venue. What systems enable expansion for you? Step 4, diversify. Build interconnected revenue streams, retail offices, theaters that strengthened each other. How can multiple income sources work together? So now I want you to, step 1, identify your funding source. Keep that job if you got it. Or if you want to start a new business, stabilize your first business first. Make sure that that's the cash flow that you can rely on. 2, design your community hub. What are the ways in which your business is going to integrate community so people aren't just buying a product or a service, but they're joining an elite group? Step 3, what's going to be your replication strategy? Design systems for scaling at launch. Assume that you're going to get the growth that you plan for. The way you start determines how fast you finish. Okay? So, 25 days into this series, going live every single day, and the pattern is still undeniable. These women built infrastructure, not just income. We talked about Biddy Mason with real estate, Lyda Newman with patented tools, Emily Davis with records, America Newton with services, Mary Fields built delivery, Harriet Tubman built escape ecosystems, Fannie Barrier Williams built inclusion pathways, Rebecca Lee Crumpler built medical access, Mary Eliza Mahoney built premium care, Ann Lowe built couture, Sarah Spencer Washington built beauty ecosystems, Alice Guy Blaché pioneered film, and Luella Williams built entertainment infrastructure. The through line is infrastructure outlives even crisis. When you build it right, there is nothing that can burn your business to the ground. There is nothing that can ruin you. There's nothing that can keep you from being exactly who you are supposed to be, exactly who you are called to be. So I want you all right now to comment waitlist if you're on Instagram and come to Black Women Sell Live. Y'all, this is the best event in the world for Black women experts. I'm so excited about it. It's incredible. On Friday, we have a whole launch party. That link will be in my Instagram bio soon. You all may be seeing the ads for it now. Register for the launch party. Today, we launched tickets, but only to the wait list. So if you want to get your ticket today before they sell out, and we're probably half of the way sold out through Platinum already, so make sure you get your ticket today. I'm so excited, you guys. This is going to be amazing, incredible. I cannot wait to hear the results from this event. It's just going to be so next level. So I'll see you guys soon. Can't wait. Oh, wait, hold on. Before we go, I want to show you all the Black Women Sell Live experience. I don't want anyone to leave here saying they didn't know what it was. Look, get your ticket, y'all. This is going to be outstanding, next level. Go to blackwomensellavent.com. Get on the wait list now. Check this out.
You need to be here. You are going to be transformed. The energy, the history, the richness, the awesomeness is absolutely amazing. Everything is giving opulence, high quality, and excellence. Working with Ashley and her team has been amazing. It's everything that my business needed it to be. Time that we sing of nothing. Preoccupied with everything I think. It's about time that I think of nothing. I desire to be, right now people are saying 6 figures, $1 million, 7-figure earner. But not everybody is doing 6-figure or 7-figure activities.
Don't be too smart to not get your money. You gotta sell your clients what they need, not what you want them to have.
Sometimes you have to say no. You have to get comfortable saying no. Because if we accept those opportunities that are not aligned with what we want, then we don't get to what we want.
In order to really build, sometimes you gotta go back to the foundation. The foundation of some of the things that we learned, they were good for a certain time, but they're not good for such a time as this.
Confidence comes from past experiences, and I want you to document that as well as what it gives you the right to say about yourself.
I want you to commit like a young lady who said she ain't never given up on love. I don't care how many marriages under her belt, how many divorces. I want you to commit.
When we talk about being a strong woman, we mix that up with thinking we can do this all by ourselves. We should not forsake the assembly of each other.
I'm so happy that you all are accepting that people are gonna pay you. I want you to remember, even today, large companies ask Black DEI experts to work for free. And we have this company so that you know you have a coach that will say, hell no.
You cling to this corporate ladder because on this ladder your family looks up to you, and on this ladder your employees look up to you, and on this ladder you have direct reports. But over there you ain't got no team. Over there you gotta work with VAs, and you don't even know where they at in the world, and you don't even know if they gonna respond. But over here you got a whole team, and you get paid every 2 weeks, and even though you go home and you're not happy, you cling.
Chris and Ashley, thank you. Honestly, I came here empty, and just even in one day have been like overflow with just the amount of information, the amount of support, the amount of love.
Thank you for not giving up on me. Thank you for the support that you've given me. I am happy to continue to move forward with the program, and I look forward to the next coming year.
All right, y'all. Oh my God. The vibes are real. really immaculate. Truly, truly. So I want y'all to get your ticket today. Platinum is almost sold out already, and tickets have been live for less than a couple hours. So I'm just thrilled. Less than an hour to the general wait list. It's off the chain. Like, this is amazing. Woo! We are gonna have such a good day. I'm just thrilled about how everything is going. Yeah, get your ticket. It's a sales training program. You can bring your team, you can bring your husband. My husband will actually be having an event for the husbands. Marriage is critically important to Black wealth building, and it's also critically important to me. I'm very happily married. I believe more of us should have love that doesn't hurt, that you don't have to hide from, that you don't have to do. I think that's a big piece of the cheat code. Is marriage, okay? And like having a sustainable, wonderful marriage. Even some of the women, I think it was Sarah Spencer Williams, maybe. One of the things that cost her a bit of her wealth was getting divorced. And she talked about how her husband took some of her stuff. So we want to make sure that as we're building strong women and we're building strong businesses, we're also building strong community. That means we're building strong marriages. So our event is called Black Women Sell Live. It is not anti-men. It is pro-Black community in general, and it's also pro-Black wealth, which includes Black marriage. I don't know if y'all knew this, but 67% of Black millionaires are married. There's something to that. What the data says is we always want to be uplifting marriage in our community. It's not the same for every community, but I know for our community, that's important to us. So bring your husbands, bring your grown kids, like 15 and up. They can come out and hear this information. It's going to be so good. Make sure you get everyone a ticket. You can buy multiple tickets. There's payment plans available. I think the payment plan started like $170 a month, maybe $175 a month right now. Ticket prices go up tomorrow, I believe it is. So get your ticket today. The prices will go up, and only the first 100 people get to come to an event with me next month. So we're doing an event way before the event starts. Next month, I'm answering your sales questions, teaching you sales live. It's going to be incredible. For those of you who have your tickets right now, you are on that list of like coming to a private Q&A with me. We have a couple seats left for that. So make sure you all go out, buy your tickets, do the thing. When you join the wait list today, we made it so that you join the wait list, which qualifies you. And then the next page you see, you can buy your ticket. You can get that payment plan in. You can do all the things. Prices go up tomorrow. Don't play. Y'all know we serious about this. Prices go up tomorrow. It's going to be off the chain. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so it's on a weekend. Woo! I'm excited. I will see y'all later, y'all. It's been such a good time, such good vibes. Yeah, it's been great. But before we go, let me show you the commercial for this year's event, Black Women, the Original Innovators. Mary Ellen Pleasant. How did she do it? Oh, I wish I could just screw myself.
Mary Ellen Pleasant? This can't be real.
Real or not, you've been carrying quite the load. You see, wealth isn't always about what you keep. It's what you connect.
Ida B. Well?
When I wrote, I didn't just report, I revealed.
Right on time. So it wasn't luck. It was strategy. We have always been so innovative.
You're not starting something new, you're continuing something sacred.
I want to teach every Black woman business owner in the world about me. When I started this company, it wasn't just about selling hair care. It was about dignity, independence, community. That's what real marketing does. It doesn't just sell, it lives.
See, a true sale is not made in the pocket, it's made in the heart. Now, you go on and sell live, not for the applause, but for the impact.
All right. I will see you guys later. Go get your tickets. Shout out to y'all who bought already.